life. I started taking some notes, and as he spoke, I took more and more meticulous notes. I tape recorded what he had to say, found out where he was going to be going next. He was going to Albuquerque. I followed him around to a number of cities, and I kept those tape recordings and notes, and I applied everything he said. I read the books he said. I changed my mannerisms to fit some of the suggestions he had, and a few years later, Jim Rohn came through Phoenix, and I walked up to him and I said, "You don't remember me, but I'm Wayne Barnes, and I just made over $1 million. You followed some of your principles, and I just want to thank you." And we went and had dinner, and later we became friends, and we've had an interesting life. We've went sailing together on our boats, and we've shared a lot of our experiences, and I really enjoy the friendship we've created. The suggestions and the things that he's given you today, he gives at quite premium prices to people all the way around the world. And I hope that you take good notes. I think that you'll find it a major contribution to your life, just like it was to mine. And so with this, Jim Rohn.
Thank you. Thanks, Wayne. It's nice to have friends say such good things about you. I just finished a lecture a couple of hours ago for Sony Corporation, and some of the big wheels were there from Japan, along with about 160 other sales and management and administration people. So that was kind of exciting. Farm boy from Idaho lecturing to Sony Corporation. It's got to be one heck of a story. For you that haven't heard my story, I grew up in Idaho and lived a fairly normal, average American life. Got married at about age 22, and at age 25, I'm taking a look at my life, and I wasn't very happy. I was behind on my bills and behind on my promises and behind on my personal development. And I had a lot of things to be concerned about. With a paycheck on Friday of $57, it didn't look like I was going to be a smashing success. And I had already figured they weren't going to write any books about me, unless books called What Not to Do, because I had done some things wrong and backwards and sort of drifted off course. But then, a unique thing happened to me. I met a very wealthy, remarkable man by the name of Mr. Schoaf. And a friend of mine worked for him and kept saying, "You got to meet this man." And I had a chance to meet him. And sure enough, that meeting was a significant milestone in my life. A few months later, this remarkable, wealthy, unique man hired me, and I went to work for him, spent 5 years before he died. And I accumulated from him during that 5 years ideas that changed my income, changed my personality, changed my bank account, changed my fortune-making potential. So I will always be grateful for meeting somebody who shared ideas. Then I promised him before he died that to the best of my ability, I would share the ideas he shared with me. I would pass them along. And I didn't know it was going to mean coming to Arizona State and lecturing, because I was going to pass them along to other people like he did with me in the course of business, right? Sitting at a breakfast table, a conference table, sharing the ideas with my business colleagues. But then about 19 years ago, I got the idea that perhaps I should share these ideas with the public. And I thought maybe they'd like to hear the things that helped me to make my fortune. So I put together some notes. Didn't do too well on that first one. I stood up and my mind sat back down. But at least I tried. I'm comfortable in the boardroom, a little more nervous on the platform. But I thought at least I've got to try. Maybe people would appreciate knowing some of the things that really made major changes in my life. So from that small attempt, starting almost 20 years ago, I've been devoting part of my business time to lecturing. And about 14 years ago, it became a business. So now I get to travel to lots of countries, lots of cities, and I get to lecture and share the ideas that I think can make a major difference in how your life works out. And it's great to be invited back to Arizona State.